got a hall pass.
What?
Can you believe it? I got a hall pass.
When does yours begin?
24 minutes ago. Yeah, she's gonna go join Maggie up at the Cape. It's just you and me, buddy, for the next 6 days.
You realize how much easier this is gonna make it for me, having a hall pass partner?
Yeah, tell me about it. And it's not just me. No, it's gonna be Gary, Hoghead Flats. They're all coming out with us tonight.
Are you joking? Those guys got hall passes?
No. They just wanna watch.
Yeah, watch what?
Watch us reel in the babes.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
What are we doing here, man? We gotta get out of here. We're burning daylight.
Let's go. Let me log out.
Okay, you log out. I'm gonna try to do the receptionist.
Hey, this is your entertainment ticket. Get us every day at www.yeticket.com. I'm Stephen Leibowitz with Examiner.com. With me, of course, is
Al McGee, baby CEO of Your Entertainment Ticket. And we're critics and we criticize.
That's right.
Yeah, what movie we going to criticize today? Talk about like a dog today.
We are going to criticize Hall Pass.
Oh, man. Hall Pass.
New comedy from the Farley Brothers.
Yeah, it's a new comedy by the Farley Brothers.
By the Farley Brothers. Hey, it's been a long time since they had, they've been sort of out of the game for a while. Remember how they came on the scene with Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
They exploded with something about Mary.
Uh-huh.
Right, and then they sort of, I think, maybe the last really quality one they did was Shallow Hal. In my estimation.
Shallow Hal was okay. I kind of enjoyed it. But anyway, let's talk about Hall Pass.
Let's talk about Hall Pass.
Yeah, okay, Hall Pass is about these two married couples. And the men, they want, they're always thinking about sex, looking at women and things like that.
Checking out their butts,
Yeah, checking out their butts and things like that. But the wives, they did not feel like the men really appreciated them. So one day they talked to one of their friends. She said, well, look, I give my husband a Hall Pass, and our marriage is so much better.
Right, that was Joy Behar, right?
Yeah, Joy Behar's in this film, people. Right. Who else is in this film?
Okay, well, the two couples consist of Jenna Fisher and Owen Wilson makes up one couple. Saturday Night Live's Jason Sudeikis and Chris Applegate make up the other couple.
Yeah.
And like I said, so basically...
And Christine Applegate was, you remember her from Married with Children when she's a young girl.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately, she grew up to be this sophisticated woman, not this sexy chick I thought she was going to grow up to be. But anyway, a Hall Pass means that you're not married for a week and you can do exactly what you want to do when you want to do it.
That's right. You get a week off. Basically, it's getting a week off of marriage with no consequences. Anything goes.
A week off of marriage.
And
now, how many people would love to do that and go home and feel very good about themselves? Millions of people. In fact, I think that'll save a lot of marriages in real life. But let's go back to the movie.
Well, I don't know how you could be so calm, knowing that our husbands are out there chasing tail all over town.
Just keep it down. Relax. Here's how I see it. Rick and Fred are like a couple of domesticated cats scratching at the door. And then the first time you let them out, they are so paralyzed with fear, they turn around and bolt right back into the house.
No, okay, but we're not talking about cats here. We are talking about dogs.
What choice do we have?
No, I mean, why couldn't we just keep the status quo? I mean, were things really that bad that we have to do something this extreme?
For me, they were. Remember last week when we went to Lucy's award thing?
Yeah.
Well, that night, Rick and I were gonna,
Yeah, right.
And I started wondering, who is he gonna be thinking about when we're having sex? So when he came into the room...
What?
I pretended to be asleep.
You're kidding. You've never done that before? Oh, God, I do that all the time.
Really?
Yes. I think it's our job as women that between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., we just fake everything.
Basically, you get these guys who think, okay, we got the Hall Pass, we're going to have a great time. And basically follows these two guys and their friends who, want to see them go pick up chicks.
Oh, my goodness. Those are some of the funniest scenes when their friends go with them to bars. One of the bars they went to was Applebee's.
Right, that's right. Hey, everyone knows that's where you go to pick up chicks.
Applebee's to pick up chicks. Oh, my goodness. They've been out of circuit for a long time.
Indeed.
This place is dead.
Okay, well, the guy at the Comfy Night Inn said it doesn't really kick in till about 9:30, so...
Why you guys staying at a hotel if your wife's out of town?
Oh, come on, Flats. I can't very well bring a bunch of models back to my place. What if they end up stalking me? And Rick's house has got a bunch of family photos and kids' drawings on the fridge.
Yeah. Are you guys sure Applebee's is the best place to meet hot, horny women at?
What do you think, an Olive Garden?
So you get to follow their adventure, and the Farley brothers really put, their fingerprints on this movie throughout. I mean, there's some of that real gross out comedy, sex stuff.
Ooh!
That they're known for. We
Yeah.
all remember Cameron Diaz's special hair gel from It's Never About Mary, and they return to form and not do. You know, there's a lot of laughs in this movie, and the kind of laughs that get you from just a chuckle. And there's sometimes you'll just
burst out laughing.
There's sometimes you will be howling.
That's right. But unfortunately, just like with a lot of romantic comedies, near the end or just before it ends, they get melancholy. Somebody has to learn a lesson and things like that. And you know, to me, that ruins romantic comedies, and it kind of almost ruined this film for me. But that's only a few minutes of that slow part of the film. But the film overall I really enjoyed, and I thought the acting and the comic timing and all that was very good.
Right. Well, that's to the great directing brothers. Although I disagree. I wouldn't classify this as a romantic comedy. I just put it out as a straight out comedy.
Really?
Yes. I feel a
it was about love, wasn't it?
It had relationships, yes. So just because it involves like a man and a woman in a relationship doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, it wasn't boy meets girl and boy loses girl,
right,
and then boy.
Yeah, that's
I guess you're right.
I find
it's a comedy, people. But
right.
still, it's still about romance.
No, it has a
I'm confused now, Steve. You got me confused. Is it a romantic comedy or just a comedy?
Just a comedy. That's how I classify it. It was a fun comedy that you can have a good time with. And yes, we do get some.
Yes.
We do get sentimentality. And
I'm still confused, but it's a comedy. It was funny.
Yeah, and like I said, we got some good, good characters we like, and that's why I. That's
yeah,
why I enjoyed the film.
You know what? You really would root for all the characters, the females and the males, in this film about what decisions they're going to make. What are they going to do, and how they're going to do it, and then what's going to happen to them throughout their marriage.
That's right. So what kind of grade are you going to give it, Al?
Well, I'm going to, I have to give it a B-. Only reason I'm giving a B- is because, again, like I say, it got kind of slow near the end with all the explanation and things like that, and that kind of threw me off. And then, like I said, the comedy peaked, then it went down, but then it shot up a little bit more, and then shot up a little bit more, but then it went down some. So a B-.
All right, I'm pretty close with you on that. I actually give it a B.
Really?
A B. So almost a little bit higher than you. Yeah, I felt actually it took a while for the comedy to really get rolling, and yeah, there's peaks and valleys in the comedy. So, but overall, I had a good time with it. And also, if you are due to see this movie, you highly recommend you sit through all the end credits. You won't be disappointed.
Oh yeah, all the end credits.
You'll get a few extra surprises.
You definitely will.
And also, an interesting thing out because you think it's just a great, a male fantasy to get a week off from marriage, but men kind of forget if they get the week off from marriage, but then so do their wives.
That's right.
So
and that's what the wife said. Well, maybe this is for me also, honey.
Yeah. So we'll see. Don't. It may not necessarily be a dream come true, guys. Okay. Anyway, I am Stephen Leibowitz.
I'm Al McGee.
You can get us every day at yeticket.com. www.yeticket.com.
Yep.
Come catch us every day.
And the day after, baby.
Yeah. All pass.
Hey. Hi. Iced coffee, one Splenda, right?
Yeah.
And if you're made?
Same. Do 2 Splendas.
Okay.
So pretty. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Taking mental photographs.
You need help. No. She already got us. Thank you.
Wasn't a question.